Greetings and salutations, you absolutely fantastic individuals. It's another epi of League Unlock. Eric and Mark here with you beauties. And I'll tell you right here, right now, I have never in my life been more hyped for a day of Demacia Cup. Usually we're straight up ignoring this whole tournament. Who cares? It's for fun. But when the new look, new era Invictus Gaming is making their season debut and all 5 starters are starting, well, now we're officially hyped.
The Demacia Cup can lead to some incredibly clouded vision as you head into the next year of competition. So yes, that is why historically people take it with an incredible grain of salt. You're looking for, little fun angles in there, but nothing more type of thing. And I think this year, more than any year, we're getting a little bit more of a clear picture for the LPL in the next upcoming season that we're going to be having, and that all starts with Invictus Gaming rolling through the Reclamation Redemption Squad, TheShy rookie back on the team, and we get to see them in action for the very first time.
And this is, exciting for multiple players on here. Obviously, TheShy a year off, rookie kind of a down year. JJ been stuck in the EDG basement for a little while. Gala and Mako really the only guys who have had any semblance of success over the last couple of years. But obviously, again, this team doesn't have a bye to quarterfinals of this tournament, so they're playing, squads like LGD Gaming Young Team. That's their LDL team. That was kind of how they were kicking things off, and it was messy, sloppy, just how I fully expect the entire year to go for this Invictus Gaming roster, but they come away with what ends up being a pretty convincing win to kick things off.
Yeah. I don't think by any means anyone's going to call this one clean, one-sided necessarily, but certainly the strong hand was always in favor of IG throughout this game, the way they were playing it and taking control of some things and getting that early win on the board for them in this event, pushing them to that next level. All important things to keep track of, an early baby check mark, let's call it that one, for IG.
It's at least not an X, and that's what you're looking for. But then they match up against Ninjas in Pajamas, who, toughest opponent on the day. They had most of, if not all, their starters. This is a legit LPL team that I still think could be in the playoff hunt, isn't an absolute perennial bottom feeder, and this was the most exciting back and forth game of the day, absolutely. JJ getting a little bit of revenge on, somebody like Leave, but these first 2 games, that was peak Act 2 fully unlocked Hex Tech Vi coming out of JJ.
Oh, man. JJ really showing everybody, giving that warning shot early before the season starts that I'm a player. I'm a factor that you're going to have to think about when you're talking about LPL squads, which wasn't a factor the last year or two.
He's got solo laners that can actually lane now.
Yes, sir. As EDG floundered in the rest of the middle to low pack of the LPL, JJ's now got himself a prime opportunity, and especially the way that players like TheShy and Rookie were providing that opportunity, that angle for him to get in, help get some attack going, and really accelerate things and keep that power in hand for IG. That's what he was able to do, and one of the strong things we're looking for him to continue to do this year for IG.
And we got a nice little bit of machine gun Gala's Ash in this one, and putting out some crazy damage. Maokai top is disgusting as it has been throughout the history of League of Legends. And again, like Kespa Cup and all these preseason events, there's basically nothing to actually take from what the meta is in these preseason events because it'll completely change.
Yes, it's certainly not going to be the most useful of the things that you're able to grasp from this event, or you're able to take away heading into that next season. Meta, not necessarily one of them, but I think as far as what you're looking here, the traditional Ash, Gala, that machine gun Ash that you were talking about, Gala might be the better fit when you're talking about this IG roster and you're, envisioning, okay, well, what if you brought back Jackie Love again to really do the full run back type of thing? I think you can have this conversation that Gala might just be the better fit piece for this IG team and what they need and how they're able to play and what they're able to do. Having a guy that's as dependable as Gala could be that difference maker for them this year.
Yeah, it's definitely old reliable. I could probably count on one hand the amount of important games that we've looked and said, that was Gala's fault. They lost that game because of Gala. That rarely, if ever, happens. But the boys wrapped up the day. This was the cherry on top, going against RNG. And this is This is the LPL lineup. This is an LPL team in RNG. God bless our poor boy Milky Way. But they have 2 deaths. The Leona dies twice before minions have even spawned in this game, Mark. And that sets the precedent for a 16-minute and 25-second victory as IG absolutely shellacks them.
Let me get this out of the way. I want to get a little podcast episode started with Yankos and Milky Ways, and I want them to debate who had the worst contract jail situation for a jungler. And I think it's tough because, yeah, Yankos had the contract and the poison pill situation and everything it was to try and get him on another team. Milky Ways, he's going to have to spend a whole year with this RNG team? Oh, no.
I think RNG's blocking calls. Like, he's in the 25th floor basement dungeon of the contract jail where he can't even receive his one phone call.
Oh, no, I don't like to hear that about my boy. But what you do like to hear is a record-blazing pace from IG in this game to wipe the board and wipe RNG out of here. This was incredible speed and lethality from this IG team, and pretty much everything we've all dreamed and hyped up about when you saw that this roster was going to come back together to see it work like this in this RNG game. 16 minutes, and I believe it's 25 seconds. I think 27 seconds is what it shows on the broadcast, but you know that's not the exact time it ends type of thing. Incredible stuff in this final game to really send the hype all to a whole new level, even if it is the Demacia Cup for this IG team.
And yeah, a couple seconds here or there. Still clocking in just to close out the year. Should be the fastest game of 2024. So big shout outs to them. Fully expect to see, maybe not this fast, but games like this where even 2018 IG, I don't think they were known for their macro genius plays around the map. It's going to be, we're going to either dominate laning phase or just run it down and constantly fight you over and over and come away with it. That's what happened in this game, and they ended up getting like 26 kills in those 16 minutes.
And that can be a dangerous thing to risk or strategy to take on, but when you've got players like TheShy, like Rookie, who are able to play that type of way, JJ, who's able to be smart in that jungle, Gala, Mako, reliable, stable, bottom lane, you're able to take those chances. You're able to push in that type of way and overpower your opponent in that manner. And that's what you saw all the way through this day to various levels. And of course, at the most extreme level against RNG in this final third game. And again, Demacia Cup trying to take it a little back. But the next matchup that we're going to have for IG, it's going to throw us into the stratosphere's hype because it's Jackie Love and Top Esports once again on the other side. And for the most part, it looks like it's going to be this full LPL lineup again.
Yeah, and, you know, opportunity for both IG and Jackie Love. Either one to say, see, you either needed me or we're actually better off without you. Gala does fit this team better than you. But yeah, either way, these are probably two of the maybe three teams that are going to be that main contender against BLG in 2025.
Yeah, and you know, we've got a couple of these other ones to keep track of in the next couple of days. You're going to have EDG, Weibo Gaming to look forward to. You're going to have BLG hitting the Rift as well to look through. And I know BLG's got both, you know, the baby squad and the real deal squad running through this event. So keeping track of which one's which. Demacia Cup, as much of a little for fun, little, you know, test type of tournament. Right now, we're starting to warm up and heat up into some big time, hype, exciting matchups that could give us a little bit of a preview, a little bit of an advantage in how you're guessing about these teams' power level into the next season.
And I think BLG, even the main team, is sending mostly subs. They don't have the time for this event, so they're like the final boss waiting, just watching everyone else. They don't want to reveal anything out of their hand yet. They're too busy scrimming for 2025 on actual live patches.
They're making sure that they're rested. There's no Red Bull League of Their Own event for the runner-up for Worlds. You got to hit the practice room and get ready for it once again. And BLG seems to be all focused about 2025.
Nice little teaser, though, and should tee us up for when we do these ultimate LPL full power rankings ahead of 2025. But that is it today for Liga Unlock. Eric and Mark here with you. Absolutely gorgeous individuals. As always, thanks for hanging out, and you know we will catch you on that flippity flip.